Good morning, friends. This morning, quote is: if you are settling for what is merely good enough, it can prevent you from achieving true excellence. If you're settling for what is good enough, you are prevented from going for an excellence. So, you achieve an excellence, you have to give up the good. Because if you want an excellence in life, anything in excellence, whatever you're doing, anything in excellence, if you want to achieve excellence, you have to give up the good. Merely good enough is not enough. These famous attributed to the business magnate John D. Rockefeller. The philosophy behind this quote is: growth is always centered behind courage and letting go of complacency. Letting go of complacency. Growth is always centered behind courage and letting go of complacency. If you're settling for what is merely good, good enough, it can prevent you from achieving true excellence. Holding on to safe, comfortable, or average situation often keeps you from reaching your absolute highest potential. Friends, if you have aimed at reaching highest potential in life, you must not be satisfied with simply good or merely good. There are students who qualify for some ordinary competition in the beginning, but they never stop. They strive for excellence. And in 3 or 4 attempts, they complete their desire of achieving the excellence. And the word excellence is not having any limit. What is the real point of excellence? It is very difficult to define, but let us try to understand what is the meaning of this philosophy. Let us break down the philosophy into several parts. The first thing is that trap of the good. The trap of the good says, when something in life or business is working pretty well, it is incredibly easy to become complacent. When you get a small job, let us say clerical job, staff selection commission, or if you get a banking job, you get settled. Your attitude becomes complacent and you just think that, well, it is enough. But that is not enough. There are candidates in this, in our country, who have started with this clerical job and they have reached to the IS, the excellence of becoming an IS officer. There are girls in various parts of our country who have started their work in becoming an income tax officer, but they have never stopped the preparation because their aim was to reach the excellence, and they eventually got qualified in UPSC and they got the rank 100 or 200, and they got they became DM, SDM of the districts. So their excellence was that. So when something in life or business become, there are many entrepreneurs, they start their business and when they start earning something, they get settled. But there are most of the entrepreneurs, they never stop aiming at excellence. So when you get something in your life or in your business or in your education pretty well, don't be complacent. Incredibly, it is easy to become complacent, but stable job and a reliable routine or a profitable and average business strategy can make you feel secure. But comfort is the ultimate enemy of growth. As long as you feel that you are comfortable, you are relaxed now you will not try any further, then you will become complacent. But you keep on trying. Okay, you have got some base, you have got a job, try for the excellence, always try for the excellence. Prioritizing long term vision. You see, there are people who have courage to leap means jump ahead. So to achieve greatness, you must be willing to sacrifice short-term security and familiar safety step. There are, I have seen the people, they never want to be promoted to officer because they just think, well, I am settled here in one place, my children are there, I will not try for the class 1 or 2 officers promotion. So if you will not try for the promotion or excellence, you will simply be complacent. So to achieve greatness, you must be willing to sacrifice short-term security and familiar safety to step into the unknown. This requires courage, calculated risk, and a willingness to embrace temporary discomfort. Embrace the temporary discomfort. You may be temporarily uncomfortable, doesn't matter, but in the long run, you will be comfortable and you will be satisfied, because every human being's ultimate aim should be to reach the excellence. Prioritizing long term vision. There are people who go for short term vision. They get something, they are complacent. Who is going to try the further? Now they have got qualified for JEE, and then they will not try for advance, and they will say, okay, I am settled, I will get an engineering college, that is enough. No, you try for IIT. It is different from getting into engineering and getting into an IIT is the topmost engineering colleges. In this similar manner, real world applications. In business, there, before you prioritize your long-term vision, achieving greatness rarely happens by accident. No greatness has happened by accident. If you say that somebody has become great just by accident, it is completely false. Greatness comes only after being, only after navigating challenges after challenges, making tough choices, like, pruning away successful but misaligned aspects of your life or work to make the room for something more impactful. See, there are leaders, there are people, there are social workers, there are a number of employees. They keep trying. 5 years they have worked, just they have made their base, but they have been preparing, and ultimately they have become an IS. So IS or IFS. So this is something that is excellent. You can't really compare an administrative job to a clerical job, or a simple, class 2 or class 3, class 1 ordinary officer job, because an administrative officer's job, IS job, is always better. A company might have a product that that generates steady revenue but no longer aligns with ultimate mission. So dropping the reliables good product requires courage, but it frees up time and resources to develop a revolutionary great one. See, Reliance India today is known as one of the most profitable corporate sectors. Why? Question is there, why Reliance India has become, even from food grains, daily use accessories, to top energy or synergies, everywhere Reliance India. In communication it is on the top. Why has Reliance India become an excellent corporate sector? The reason is very simple. It has never stopped trying from one aspect of the good to the other aspect. Even in clothing, even in tea sector, even in communication and sub communication center, Reliance India is established as one of the world corporate sectors. So the reason is very clear. It has always aimed for excellence. It has kept on moving from one aspect of development to another aspect, and it has made a vibrant change in its synergy sector. So that's why I am saying that if a businessman or an entrepreneur is just settled with simply good or good enough, he will never be able to reach the excellence. And now the world wants excellence. Excellence in quality, excellence in design, excellence in the application. Application is also very important. Like, you take an example, if an educator is teaching the children, now he is trying to build up his capacity from good to better to excellence. Why? Because the world demands an excellent educator, an excellent output in the teaching learning scenario, and that can be possible with regular capacity building programs. That is why time and again teachers are being trained, educators are being trained, and to make them more capable, more collaborative, and more impactful. And this is the reason why this phrase is valid, that always aim at excellence, never be satisfied, never be complacent with simply being good or simply achieving good enough. Try for excellence, and that is what Eddie Singh believes. Thank you. Have a nice morning.